Greetings to you, my fellow leader. In this conversation, I want to remind you of the fact that you're actually more powerful and greater than you ever thought. Why do I say so? I say, as leaders or as human beings who have had experience from birth to the present moment, sometimes we don't really know all our strength because maybe nobody has ever told us about it, or we've never had that circle of friends that try to encourage each other. But I'm going to tell us a story of what happened to me that exposed an aspect of my life to me. This happened in my SS3 in school, in secondary school. Now, it happened that one day we came for assembly in the morning and they just announced that SS3A will have a debate with SS3C. Either SS3C or SS3B, I can't really recall because this is over 22 or 23 years it happened. Now, I was in SS3A. So, the moment they said SS3A will have a debate, automatically everybody in my class chorused my name. They just shouted, Stanley Elias. And I was like, what is wrong with these people? How can everybody suddenly chorus my name? Now, I wasn't the Bonner kind of person. I wasn't that hot-headed academic genius or something. So, but I saw people who did debate like those ones that carry first in class. And I wasn't in that category. So I didn't see myself as worthy of doing the debate. At the end, after the assembly, everybody went to their various classes. So I took it that it's a joke. Now, in my class, the sports master who was actually in charge of the debate, he was supposed to call the students and give them the points or tell them what to say. They were to go home and develop their points. So they called a meeting. There were 3 people from SS3C and there were 3 people from SS3A. Since the whole class chorused my name, it was automatically assumed that I was part of the debating team. So the sports master called them for a meeting. He called the first time. I didn't go for the meeting. So he sent one of the girls in my class, the girl that was part of the team from my class, sent her to come and call me. She came and called me and said the man was calling me. And naturally, as a student then, any lecturer, any teacher that was not teaching us in our class, I didn't really have strong respect for that teacher because I saw him like, I don't have any business with you. So don't come and command me or tell me what to do. So he asked her to come call me. She came and told me Mr. Alozie was calling me. And I looked at her like, what's wrong with Mr. Alozie? What do I have with him? I don't have any business with him. She said, no, it's because of the debate. I said, I'm not part of the debate. So why would you call me? I left it off. They had a second meeting. I think that day was a Friday. They had their first meeting. So the next week, they had another meeting. He sent another student. The sports master sent another student to come and call me. The person came, called me and said, Mr. Alozie is calling me. I said, no, I can't go to see him. I'm not part of the debating team. Who put me there? They should have sought my consent before putting me. So you can't put me into something that I'm not interested in because I think I'm not efficient enough or I'm not effective enough or I'm not ready for that. So all this time, he didn't come to call me himself because the man is a very quiet man. He's gentle, he's nice and all that. So the third time they had a meeting, he now sent our class captain, who is my friend, whom I have respect for, to come and call me. And he was our SP. the senior prefect. So when he came, he did not tell me that Mr. Alozie is calling me. He just laughed. He now called me by my name. He called me. He now called me a name that one guy used to call me. He said, the Dawn of the Domain. I looked at him. I just wondered why he would call me that name. So he now said that, shall I remember we have a debate with SS3C? I said, yes, that I know. But how does that concern me? He said, no. That you can do that debate. So please come, let's go and see Mr. Alozie, because he would like you to be there. One, I had respect for him. Two, his manner of approach was more of an appeal than a command. So I followed him. I went to Mr. Alozie. When I got to Mr. Alozie, he now asked me that, did they not tell me he was calling me the other times? I said, yes, they told me. He said, well, so why didn't I go? I said, I thought that it was a joke. So he now reprimanded me and we laughed over it and we continued. But we finally had the debate. And in the debate, I used my research skills to buttress my point so well. In fact, I had the highest standing ovation during the debate. My ovation was so high that at the point when the clap died down, somebody increased it again. They did that 2 times. Now, after the debate, a lot of people now came to me and wanted to be my friend and all that. But I asked myself something. Why did the whole class chorus my name? That means that there is something they had seen in me that made me qualified for the debate. That was when some people started telling me that I argue more than a lawyer, and I argue with facts. I argue with facts. And I'm very vehement, I'm very strong, I'm very principled in my argument. You can never win me. So that was the skill they saw in me that made them chorus my name. Now the point I want to let us know here is that you have so much skills about your life that you don't even know about. Sometimes even if you sit down and think about it, think about your life, think about your event, you will not get this skill. You will not understand this thing. But I want you to know that you have it. You have what it takes for you to manifest the dream that you desire. You have what it takes for you to manifest that success that you are working towards. Irrespective of how life has bamboozled you, how life has pushed you to any corner, you can always come back, because your vision, your dreams, your goals is like the rope that you tie to a mountain top that takes you up and up. Now, even if there's a turbulence, there's wind or something that pushes you out of your path, you still come back to your path. So there is a skill that you have, because life doesn't just abandon us to our faith. Life equips us with everything that we need for the manifestation of our success. So the point is that there are certain things that may have happened in your life before now that has prepared you strongly for your vision. There are a lot of things that have happened that have equipped you with the leadership skill you need for the achievement of your goals, for the achievement of your dreams. So the point is, I want you to see yourself as qualified, because whatever burning desire you have within you, its time is ripe for manifestation. And you are the transmitter or the receiver that is able to receive that vision from the spiritual realm and manifest it. Because there's nothing as strong as an idea whose time has come. And at every point in time, at every point in history, ideas manifest through several minds, but only one mind manifested. You can manifest that thing, that dream, that goal, that vision, that noble idea, that invention. You can. Yes, you can. I want you to believe that you can, and you will can. If I use an illustration of when Marconi created the first radio, as at when he created radio, there were other people who had the same idea at the same exact time. They had the idea of how to invent a radio, and some people were working on it. I'm talking of different parts of the world, unconnected with each other. Some people had the idea, some people had it as a dream, some people had it as a vision, some people had the practical experience to do, and they were working on it. But he was the one who finally created the first radio. So, an idea that you have within you, it's not just a product of crazy or lousy imagination. It's an idea that comes from the spiritual realm, whose time has come. And those ideas, you have been prepared for them before that time. Now, when I talk about preparation, I'm not talking about academic preparation. I'm not talking about scholarly preparation. I'm talking about the preparation of the mind. Because when the mind is ready, it can make a way where there seems to be no way. Nothing will be an obstacle to you when your mind is ready. And one truth in life is that you don't need all the academic excellence or qualification for you to do whatever you want to do. Today we have the internet. You can find videos, articles, podcasts on any topic you want to research on. You'll find it online. Just go to Google and type in that topic, and you'll see not less than 1 million videos and 1 million articles on it. That even if you have 20 eyes in your body, it will take you more than 10 years to finish all the videos and the articles that Google will show to you. So the point is, you have to look beyond who you think you are to see the strength that is within you, to see the greatness that you have achieved up to this point. You have to understand that you are qualified. You have the qualification. Now, when I say you don't need the scholarly qualification, I want us to look back at something. In the early 1900s, when Wilbur and Owen Wright created the first plane. Now, the idea of flying was something that a lot of people were researching on. Some people believed it wasn't possible. There were companies that were producing cars who believed that the idea of flight is impossible, and they never even wasted their time trying to create a flying machine. There were scientists, there were engineers, association of engineers who believed, that is the National Association of Engineers in America. They had most of them who believed that man could not fly. But they had a few of them who believed that man could fly. And some of those ones were working with people who were doing research on how to make man fly. Now, there's a professor who wrote a book, a 400 and something page book, using the mechanical laws of physics to prove that it is impossible for man to put a machine in the air, because iron is heavier than air. So any machine you put into the air will collapse, it will fall. He wrote a book, a 400 and something page book. But as life has taught us, when you are qualified for something, you find a way, you make a way where there seems to be no way. Because all the known laws of physics are just a mere suggestion. The truth is, the greatest law of physics resides inside your mind. And when you discover that law, then you create whatever you want to create. Because those things we call life, all the inventions we see, were created by somebody, and they were created by a mind. So all the known laws of physics are just a mere suggestion. You can create your own law of physics. And when you create your law of physics, it manifests in everything you want it to. Wilbur Wright and Owen Wright were bicycle repairers, but they succeeded in creating the first manned aeroplane. So I wanted to look at it. They were professors of physics, chemistry, all the fields of academia, who believed that man could not fly. Then some two bicycle repairers created the first plane. What do you have to say about it? What are we now talking about qualification? Now, was the academic knowledge instrumental to the creation of the plane? No. In one of the brother's letter to his brother, he said, I believe that flight is possible to man. He said, after observing the flight of the buzzard, he knew that it is possible to put a heavier machine in the air and it will fly. So the point I want you to understand today is that you can create that thing that is in your mind which you think you are not qualified for. Because the truth is, you are qualified for it. That is why your mind was able to capture it as an idea. Because we're all radio receivers, receiving transmission from what we may call God. Or if I use a scientific term, energy. We're all receivers, receiving energy from the spiritual realm. And those whose minds are fertile enough to manifest the ideas they receive, work it out in real life. Those who cannot, it remains a mirage, it remains a dream, it remains a fantasy all throughout life. But that itself is also part of the process of growth. So, believe in you. Believe in that noble vision you have. Believe you can manifest it. Believe you can create it and work towards it. Don't relent. Don't allow anything stand in your way. Don't see yourself as inefficient, because you can. Light shines in darkness and darkness comprehends it not. The ideas you have within you is the light of your creation. Is the light that shines on the tabletop of humanity to brighten all in the room. So believe in you and know that you can manifest it. Greater is he that is in you than everything in the physical world. Greater is the force that is inside of you. When the student is ready, the master will appear. What it simply means is that when the mind is ready to do anything, it will manifest those things that it needs. Those things that will guide you will come. Call them angels. Call them whatever. Call them your higher self. Call them messengers of God. Call them whatever name you wish to. You will be guided in your thoughts. You will be strengthened by the leadership skill that you have acquired up to this point. So work on your vision. Never relent. Don't judge yourself by your past. Don't judge yourself saying that I've not achieved much in the past, so I won't be able to achieve this. No. See yourself from the point of, I have what it takes to manifest this, and I will work towards it, and I will get it. And you will achieve the success you desire. I believe in you. I believe in you. Yes, I believe in you, because if you've listened to this up to this point, then there's something in you that is greater than you ever knew. So walk towards your success and you will achieve it. Elias Stanley is my name. If you have any questions, you can leave it down and I'll come back to you. Thank you very much for listening and have a wonderful day. Greetings to you, my fellow leader. In this conversation, I want to remind you of the fact that you're actually more powerful and greater than you ever thought. Why do I say so? I say, as leaders or as human beings who have had experience from birth to the present moment, sometimes we don't really know all our strength because maybe nobody has ever told us about it, or we've never had that circle of friends that try to encourage each other. But I'm going to tell us a story of what happened to me that exposed an aspect of my life to me. This happened in my SS3 in school, in secondary school. Now, it happened that one day we came for assembly in the morning and they just announced that